good morning, good morning. Now I'm starting early. Welcome to the Staff of Life Carl's Kitchen. I am so hungry this morning. I haven't had my breakfast. And I had these blueberries in the refrigerator. And I thought, what better way to use these than to make some scones and have breakfast. So you're going to have to bear with me. It's been a long time since I've made the scones. So we're going to try our hands at it today, this morning. Right here I have 2 cups of flour. Okay, and now we're going to add 1/3 cup of fructose, or whatever sweetener you want to use if you want to make this. I'm going to incorporate this in there. I have 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Put that in there. And I have a tablespoon, well, it's a teaspoon of aluminum-free baking powder. You can make your own if you like. There is a recipe for that as well. We're going to whisk these all together. And then we're going to add in our cold 8 tablespoons. Mine's a little over. Uh-oh, I made a mess. 8 tablespoons of butter, or whatever you use, margarine, butter. Let's clear up my little mess here. Now what we're going to use, if you don't like using your hands, you're in trouble. So now you're not going to work it too much. We just want to work in the butter. If you have a chopper or something to do this with when you're making your pies, you can do that. I like using my hands. Get it incorporated in there nicely. Don't want to overwork it. And then we're going to set this aside for a minute. Got a little extra flour in case I did, because I didn't really accurately measure my butter. I just scooped out. So it's probably more than 8, it's probably more like 9. But here we are. What we're going to do is clean my hands for a second. Now I made my own buttermilk. Of course, you know how, most people know how to do this with, leave my hands like this because I got to go back in. Your milk that you use and lemon juice. So some recipes call for sour cream, so you make it real thick. Some recipes call for buttermilk. You can make the buttermilk by putting lemon juice and your soy milk or whatever milk you're using. Here we have 1 cup. It calls for 1/2 cup if you're making it thick, like sour cream, and it calls for like 1.5 cups if you're using buttermilk. So I only have 1 cup, so I may just rinse this out with a little water while I'm sitting here near the sink, or standing near the sink. All right, I got the water here just in case I need it. Can you hear me talking? All right. Now, we're going to add, I'm not so much worried about y'all looking at me, as long as you can hear me. We're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I have just eggs. 1/4 cup of any kind of liquid egg substitute that you're using, whatever it is. 1/4 is equivalent to 1 egg. So you put that in there. Let's see, I just did there. And we're gonna put this up. Like I said, I didn't actually measure, but when I made the creams, what we're gonna do is incorporate this into our mixture, flour mixture, the liquid into the dry. And I have water on hand if I need it. All right. We're gonna we're gonna incorporate our blueberries. And we're gonna gently incorporate this. I'm gonna use this spatula. Just gently. You don't want to over-mix this, okay? And we're going to use our hands. And we're going to gently incorporate this. And we're going to gently incorporate this. Just gently. You don't want to over-mix this, okay? 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 You don't want to over- once we get it all incorporated. If you need more flour, I always keep a little thing of flour on hand just in case. Of course, you're going to need it anyway for the counter. Look, my mouth is watering already. Now you can, if you have lemon, some people like lemon zest in theirs. If you want some lemon zest in there, that's fine. All right, we got this. Oh, look how that looks now. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything, but you just watch and see. All right, this looks good. Making sure I got all the flour from the bottom. See what I'm doing? I'm not stirring, just tossing over. Now I think it's time to go on the counter. So we're going to flour a little counter. Let's remove some of these things out of our way. This is a little kitchen, so I can just reach across and get rid of some of the things that I need to get rid of. All right, let's just pour this out on our counter. Don't worry about it, it'll all come together. Now when you're making scones, you can do round scones like a biscuit, or you can do squares, triangles, or you can just do, you know, like I said, squares, whatever suits your fancy. Now let's put this together. See what I'm doing? I'm just trying to work it in, because the less you work it or knead it, the light and fluffy, it'll turn out nice. And let's add a little flour so you can get it. And I'm just rolling it over till I can get all of the mixture in there. Yes, it is kind of messy, but let me tell you, it is worth it. Let's get it all together. Now I can get some of this off of my hands and then come back. I'm right here at the sink, so it shouldn't take long. You can do all kinds of scones. You can make blueberry scones, strawberry scones, cherry scones, blackberry scones, because blackberries beat out. What else? There's so many other things. Peach. Some people like peach scones. You could do apricot dried. I'm going to set this up. It's terrible, but I need to reach. Well, put it down here. There you go. Now, all right, we got to get this together so we don't have time to play with it too much. So I want my hands to stay powdered. Floured, I should say. I think I got it. All right, now let's make our circle. We're making a circle like a pizza. Okay. Mash it out. All right. You don't want them too thin, you know. And remember, you have the baking powder in there, so you don't want them too thick. But this is about right. All right, now, let's see. Let's cut them in half. Could have used a little more flour, but that's all right. And fourths. And eighths. All right. Now, I'm going to rinse my hands one more time. If you have any questions, just type it up on there. I'm hoping I can see it. I'm praying that I can get a bit larger tablet so I can see what the people are clearly what they're saying. All right, now we're back. Now, you're going to need a pan or a cookie sheet, so to speak. Your oven should be preheated to 400. 400. Now, let's see, can we get these up? I'm going to put this extra flour there. We didn't need that extra water at all, did we? All right, let's see, can we get this? These are a little softer than normal, but that's all right. One. Okay. Get my little hands clean again. Reach down here. All right. All right. Let's see. Ooh, it's a little soft, but that's all right. I don't think I want to add any more flour. I don't like it gummy. Let's use our little knife. And when you're doing this, you gotta be patient. If y'all hear my stomach growl over the mic, just ignore it. Truly, I am hungry. Had it early. 3. 4. 5. 6. Should give you yield 8. This one's kind of broken up, but I'm going to put it on here. 7. It'll be all right. And the last one. Now you don't want it. Next time when you make yours, you can add a little more flour than I did. I mean, adding in rather. All right, it's better to add in than to try to take it out. All right. Before I clean up, let's get these in the oven. The oven has been preheated, to 400 degrees. So we're going to walk around here, put them in the oven. All right, at 400, make sure you're at 400. And it shouldn't take them long. I'd say you would leave them in, let's see. I had my little list on, was it 18 minutes, 17 minutes? Between 15 minutes, check it. And then if you have to go another 2 minutes, that's fine. Now, the good part, the fun part. Yes, it is fun to clean. Okay, and then put these away so I can clean up the counter. So by the time they come out the oven, we'll be ready to eat them. Now I had some blueberries. The reason why I don't like to do strawberries, I should say, it's because there's so much water in strawberries. And unless you got the dried ones or you have dried out your strawberries, then it would make it too soggy when you get ready to eat them. All right, let's get all this out the way. Okay, I don't see any questions because I'm early. Normally people are expecting me around 11:30, 12 o'clock. So, but I don't think I can hold out for breakfast. And since I was going to make them anyway, I thought, well, why don't I just do a live of it? Nothing was rehearsed, nothing was set out. So this is what I would be doing if nobody was watching. Let's get, and then I usually have my breakfast, take my walk, do what I got to do, and then prep up for 11. Tomorrow, if you're listening to this video, since I just did my breakfast, I am going to see, can we make some sausages or hot dogs, I should say. Sausage links or hot dogs. That's what we're going to try to make tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a day for taping, but what I wanted to do is, since I'm using today for me, the me time, my breakfast, and this is so spur of the moment thing, so you have to forgive me if you see little blunders, but that's what life is all about. Nothing is perfect. Okay, I can view those in the oven now. Boy, they look delicious. So I should have a timer. You said 17 minutes. gonna stop at 15 minutes. Okay, about 10:27, I'll take them out and see what they're doing. There, I can see them blowing up or rising nicely. Now, I can get close to the screen if there's anybody that have any questions. No questions? Well, I'm going to tell you, if you like what you see, I'm just really getting started and setting up. Then click the like button, and also you want to check my channels. I have a lot of photos in the channel and some health nuggets in my channel. But like I said, I'm trying to get at least 1,000 likes or more. And as we go on, things get better, easier, simpler, and less complicated. Like I said, I have live videos on the YouTube, and I have just videos that I have pre-made and posted up. We also, like I said, if you go to the community section of my YouTube, you'll see a lot of the foods that we are going to be doing here. I have a lot of requests for the fish made with the blossom, the banana blossom. So we may be doing that next, one of those next week. You see the photos, and then we'll make the dishes. That was not taped. So again, click the like button, subscribe, would help them. If you would subscribe, that would help out a lot. I need, like I said, 1,000 subscribers or more. And oh, I wish y'all could see what's in the oven. They're coming out nicely. Any questions, comments? Blueberries. Somebody's asked, what about blueberries? The antioxidants in the blueberries are very healthy, but I try to eat at least 3/4 of a cup of blueberries every day. I keep blueberries. They last longer than strawberries in my refrigerator. I'm telling you. Believe it or not, I've had people to eat a handful of blueberries a day. And if they have arthritis and gout, that helps that a lot. So we want to be mindful of that. And also all the the colorful fruits that we have. You have your strawberry, blueberries, raspberries. So it's spring and it's summer now, so we should be able to incorporate all the fruits and vegetables in our lives. We want mostly 80 to 85% of our food should be alkaline, and at least 15 to 20% acid-forming foods. I said forming foods. Somebody asked me a little while ago, what about lemons? Aren't they acid? Well, lemons leave off an alkaline acid residue in the body, so it's technically, it's not acid forming to the bloodstream. It is an acid food or fruit, but it's not acid forming. There's a difference. It's not acid forming to the bloodstream. All fruits are alkaline. Even though they're sour, they give off an alkalinity or make the blood alkaline. We need to worry about the foods that are acid forming to our bloodstream. The acid forming foods are your proteins. They are acid forming to the bloodstream. So you need to eat less. The older you get, the less protein you need. So just be mindful of the acid forming foods, not the acid classified. You know, we have a tendency to classify everything. So just be mindful and don't fear your food. Enjoy the fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables that God has given us. Okay, I'm going to go right here and take a peek. 17. We got about 3 more minutes. If there's any questions concerning what we just said or about the blueberries, let me peek in here a little bit. Oh, they're nicely coming along nicely. All right. Give them a couple more minutes. Okay, I'm coming back around. Any questions? I don't see any. Okay. Oh, we'll do another helpful hint, a little hint also. Concerning, someone asked me last week about melons. Is melon good for to eat with vegetables? They do not combine well with vegetables. Melons should, if you're going to eat melons, I would eat melons alone. Or you can eat melons with other melons, but not with other foods. They will cause fermentation when they're mixed or combined with other foods. Another thing, remember the weather is hot, warm outside, so you don't need a lot of heavy food. We have a tendency to gouge ourselves in the wintertime, but I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't do that either way. But in the heat, it's not healthy to bog down the system with overeating. So just be mindful, plenty of fruits, plenty of liquids. Be mindful of your combinations in the summertime. The fruits that should not be eaten with vegetables. And we'll get on another helpful hint about that. These things I'm talking to you about, if you go to my community, I have some helpful notes, nutritional notes that I will be posting up concerning these foods that we're talking about. Mainly blueberries, blackberries, we have raspberries, all the berries. Wonderful. Then you have your fruits that oranges, grapefruits. Now, one fruit I do want to tell you about, a banana. Banana is classified, again, we classify, as a sweet fruit. And it's best eaten with subacid fruits like apples, peaches, pears, but not your acid fruits, which are pineapples, grapefruits. They should not be, a banana should not be eaten with those. Not saying you're going to drop dead eating it, you're going to go to hell for eating it. I'm saying that it doesn't combine well in the body when those certain foods are eaten together. So, especially simply because we are not as healthy as we should be. Our digestive system is not where it should be. And so we just need to be mindful of what we are combining in this heat and in this weather. I notice I've seen a lot of picnic tables and also church, after church you have your potluck, so to speak, or what are you eating? And they have everything, combination is on the table, including melons. So we need to be, and dessert, so we need to be mindful of what we're mixing together when we go to these meetings and sessions and picnics and things like that. So just be mindful. All right, let me go around here and check on these. I'm waiting for them to brown a little bit. Like I said, I made mine a little moist because I like it like that, but it doesn't have to be. All right, these are nice. Let me open the oven. Turn them around. I want them a little browner. So if y'all can bear with me for, I'd say, another minute, and we'll be taking these out. Okay. Another minute, and they will come out of the oven. Now, you're going to ask me, what am I going to eat with these blueberry scones? Well, friends, I think you can see me probably better if I go around here and sit down. No, I'm just kidding. Peaches, a bowl of peaches. That would, oh, that's so refreshing. Doesn't that sound good? You can have some apples. My son liked fried apples with his. But, I mean, just go with whatever the blueberries. That's your key. Your bread, it'll go with anything. But the blueberries are in the scone, so you have to be mindful. I would not have a bowl of turnip greens and collard greens and things like that. This is a breakfast dish or an evening fruit dish, you know, to have with a fruit dish. So it's, or even tofu. You know, tofu is a neutral food, natural fat. Also, it's a protein. Olives and avocados. I have some avocados. That's a neutral food, natural fat. So you can, I mean, you can have a lot of things on the table. Put your cut up your avocados and set them on the table. Have some olives, set them on the table. You may boil some tofu. If you never had boiled tofu, delicious. You don't have to fry it all the time. But and then you just choose, and maybe a scone or two. All right, they look like they're browning. Look like I need to go over to the oven. I don't see any questions. I guess people are still waiting for 11:30, so I am sorry. We will make up for this tomorrow at 11:30 or around 12, so you can catch. But this is live, so you'll be able to see how we made the scones. A little messy, but it was my breakfast. I have no plans of videoing it until the last minute. I thought, well, I'm wasting. Somebody could see me making this mess with the scones, blueberry scones. Again, you can have blueberry scones, strawberry scones, even banana scones, raspberry scones, orange scones. So it's your choice. I chose to use the strawberries that was in my oven. So I'm gonna go around, my refrigerator, Lord have mercy. Let me see. I'm so hungry, all I can do is think about eating these things. Okay, I'm here at the oven. Oh, wow. Oh, they smell heavenly. I don't know, I may want them darker. Let's see what they look like underneath. I'll bring them around to you. Doesn't this look delicious? Oh, if you want them a little browner, you can keep them in there, but I think this is just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What do you think? I like to put it up close. Let everybody see the blueberries. All right, let's see, can we take one out? Let's get a saucer. A little plate. Oh. Okay, let's see what the bottom look like. Nice and brown. All right, now if you want, you can take your fructose or whatever if you want to drizzle and blend it up and just add a little water to it, a little milk, and just drizzle something on top. Or you can just sprinkle a little fructose on top. I'm gonna leave mine just the way it is. Don't have to have all of that. And they're not going to stick because I sprayed my parchment paper. Oh, look, you can almost see how that's going to look on the inside. All right. Well, you got to see my breakfast. You know what I'm going to have for breakfast. Text me and tell me what you had for breakfast. Bon appetit, and have a blessed day.